How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Dropped Inputs, the very first episode. We're here. Wow. We're here. This is great. This is awesome. Keep that ever so slightly in the background. How we doing? Just making sure, checking a few things before we start. The camera's like a little fuzzy. Not sure why, but that's all right. I ain't gonna be worried too much about it. All right, so welcome to my brand new show. This is Dropped Inputs. Here every Monday, we're gonna cover some video game news every now and then and whatnot. I'm gonna up my bitrate just a little bit before we start, though. YouTube's recommending me that I do so. I'm just gonna up it to set that real quick. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm gonna also get my music to stop because that's annoying. All right. So welcome everybody. So we have a lot of news to get into today. A lot of stuff has happened over this past week, and just maybe it goes out beyond a little bit from the past week. But for the first episode, I think we'll be all right. After that, we'll stick with strictly weekly. So, top of headlines today is the Xbox 360 store closes forever. It has shut down. So if you open up your Xbox 360 right now, you are not going to be able to open that marketplace at all. It is done. It is gone. It shut down today at around noon Central Time. So I don't know what time it is in other people's part of the world, but it is gone, yes. So starting today, Xbox has said on July 29th, 2024, which is today, the Xbox 360 Marketplace and digital store will cease operations. This means that users will no longer be able to purchase new games, DLC, or other entertainment content from the Xbox 360 store on the console or on the Xbox 360 Marketplace website. The decision comes nearly after 18 years of the console's initial launch, marking the end of an era of this beloved system. The closure affects only the ability to buy new content, however. Players can still re-download anything that they still have purchased in the past, and existing Xbox 360 content will remain available to those who have already bought it. So this ensures that you will be able to, still have all your favorite games. You want to reinstall Black Ops 2? Go ahead. It's still going to be there, but if you didn't buy it, first off, you're an idiot, but second off, damn, that sucks. These past few weeks, Xbox did roll out some discounts as a final push to allow gamers to purchase titles they may have missed out on before the store got shut down. The list of discounted games included very popular franchises and even lesser-known gems, and even gave out some stuff for free. I believe like Aegis Wing, some Halo DLC, Doritos Crash Course, stuff like that. So, great. Additionally, Microsoft is celebrating the Xbox 360's legacy with the release of the Xbox 360 Heritage Collection, featuring nostalgic merchandise such as the Xbox 360 Heritage Tee and hoodies. A new dynamic background was also made for the Xbox Series S and X. So I think it's pretty interesting that they're doing this while also canning being able to buy stuff on the system that they're celebrating. But at the end of the day, this stuff's always going to happen. Every single marketplace that will be shut down eventually. Things just certainly don't last forever. And keeping up a console that's been up for almost 2 decades, with us being much more further down the line generational wise, is it makes sense that it finally was the 360's time. So I have a lot of great memories on the 360. I'm sure a lot of people did too. So rest in peace, for sure. Rest in peace. So now, PlayStation unveiled a limited edition Astrobot PS5 controller. The pre-orders are going to begin on August 9th. Pricing at $80 USD. That's 80 god dang dollars. I'm not a fan of Astrobot. I don't really care too much about it. I played it when I got my PS5. I'm pretty sure everybody does. They play it, then they uninstall it. But $80 for a controller of Astrobot? Jeez, that's crazy. But pre-orders begin August 9th at pretty much every single major retailer. So keep an eye out for that if you want it. Next up, we got PlayOn. I believe is how you say it. PLAION will publish Uncharted director's Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. So the upcoming Marvel game, Rise of Hydra, that's going to have like Captain America, Black Panther, and I believe 2 other heroes I can't think of at the top of my head. They will be publishing that. They're known for publishing the Saints Row series, King of Fighter 15, Payday 3, Dead Island 2, Gungrave Gore, Goat Simulator 3, and many more. Basically, like Deep Silver Volition games, stuff like that, which isn't a good track record as of late. Those games haven't really been, they've been kind of stinky, but that's all right. I'm sure this game will probably be all right. So we'll see. But yes, that is who will be publishing that game. Next up we got is Capcom says all business segments outperformed in the latest performance results. An article here states that Capcom has experienced a strong financial performance across all of its business segments in its latest financial results. This includes revenue and profitability metrics, not merits. Definitely surpassing the company's expectations. They said here that a period ended, 3 months ended June 30th, 2024, and it was said that it was on track despite net sales down 32.5% and operating income down 46.4%, both being significantly down year over year. But they definitely had a pretty interesting year last year, so let's see what I got. Where's that? There it is. This is from VideoGamesChronicle.com that I'm pulling this from. Capcom says it's on track to achieve its earnings forecast for the year and that all of its business segments outperformed its plan in the most recent quarter. Currently, the publisher has confirmed Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered for release in September. Monster Hunter Wilds currently has a loose 2025 release window. Capcom's arcade operations, which does include stores, amusement equipment, which includes slot machines and other businesses that they have, events and esports, were all up during this quarter as well. The resulting sales volumes were 9.53 million units, which I believe they're talking about. This article kind of jumps around, but I believe they're talking about Street Fighter there. But really good year for Capcom, apparently. And apparently they're on track to having a really solid year. So, hooray for that. So next up I got here, the SAG-AFTRA strike resumes. SAG-AFTRA's latest labor action is meant to secure protections for video game performers. And, you know, this has been something that's been happening in the news recently. At least not recently, but a few months ago, remember the whole, like, Hollywood actors are going against AI, and then they finally won. Well, now it's happening here in the video game industry. So the strike was triggered by unresolved negotiations with major companies like Activision, EA, and some others. Voice actors are worried that AI technology is going to be replacing their roles without proper protections and compensation. With definitely voice acting is way more at risk than I think Hollywood acting when it comes to AI, because, you know, it's simply a voice. Well, it's hard to get an AI to be a person on the screen. It's definitely more easier to replicate a voice. So definitely some action is going to need to be taken place here. This comes from Routers, I believe. Is that how you pronounce it? Basically what happened this past weekend is that these SAG-AFTRA strikers here were actually at Comic-Con, and they were using this place as a platform to let people know what's going on and potentially get a good deal. They report that while pop culture fans from around the world eagerly returned for the first San Diego Comic-Con since last year's dual writers and actor strikes, video game actors arrived to air their grievances about artificial intelligence. Chief Contracts Officer of SAG-AFTRA, Ray Rodriguez, told the Routers that after 18 months and still getting proposals back as recently as this past week that do not cover all of our members and protect all the performances from the unethical use of artificial intelligence. You know that at a certain point, you can't just keep doing what hasn't been working up to now, and we've reached to that point where it's time to take this action. So I'm not sure if anything, I can't think of any big news on the top of my head about AI replacing voice actors in this very moment for some popular video games. But it's definitely good that some action is being taken care of this now, because we would hate to have our favorite video game characters sound like robots. I really would not like that. Next up here is that from Digital Foundry, some original Xbox One units are failing to update, disabling most of the console's functions. So while the 360 completely died today with the marketplace dying, the Xbox One might be next, because the original units, the original little units, they call it the VCR design, is what Digital Foundry is saying. They're saying that some of these old units can't get a firmware update, disabling most features and raising concerns about the future of game and console preservation. We have here also from Eurogamer that the original Xbox One consoles are experiencing issues with updates, which are causing significant functionality updates. No, what the hell? I had a stroke when I wrote my notes. Wow. Which are causing significant functionality problems. What the hell happened here? I wrote this all on an iPhone. I had to put this on my computer, so no surprise there. Many users are finding their consoles unable to update, resulting in limited or disabled features. The issue impacts the usability of consoles as critical functions such as online services and game accesses are disrupted. The article is going to highlight here that the growing frustration among users and the need for Microsoft to address this are urgent. So if you have, for some reason, if you're still using the OG Xbox One that came out 2013, that old piece of shit I just talked about in my latest video, it might not work. It might not be able to properly function if it doesn't get firmware updates. So keep an eye out for that if you have one. Moving on here to Mortal Kombat 1. They just announced the Chaos Reigns DLC pack, which includes Ghostface, Cyrax, and Sector are coming back, as well as Noob Saibot, one of my personal favorites, Conan the Barbarian, and the T-1000 from Terminator 2. Yes, indeed, these are characters coming to Mortal Kombat. Truly, no one does cameos and crossovers in Mortal Kombat. This has been an incredible lineup, and this is only getting better. People online are upset, though, that they're only sticking with such older characters that our dads would know. But if you don't know who Conan the Barbarian is, and especially if you don't know who the T-1000 is, and you're playing Mortal Kombat, you have not lived. Certainly, I'm just going to say that. You have not lived. But the new Chaos Reigns DLC pack for Mortal Kombat 1 is introducing characters, an exciting lineup that features... Wow, why did I write this so badly? Let me reread this. Hold on. Mortal Kombat 1 is going to introduce an exciting lineup of characters and feature a blend of classic Mortal Kombat favorites with iconic characters and from other media. Jeez, why did I write this so terribly? Sorry, y'all. We'll get better next episode. This is only the first one. Come on. Gotta cut me a little slack. Set to launch September 2024, this expansion is going to bring on significant additions. More than just the characters I just listed, there will be some more DLC. They're bringing animalities, which some characters will transform into an animal and do something disgusting to the opponent. I saw that Scorpion will definitely turn into a scorpion. Molina turns into like a... Was it Molina? It was someone turns into a praying mantis. And it's just... I'm not ready for that. Yucky, yucky. Peacemaker is still set to be releasing. Actually, no. Peacemaker did release, didn't he? Why did I put this in here? I think I misread the release date. I haven't played Mortal Kombat 1, so I don't know exactly who's in there yet. I guess I must have misread this article. Peacemaker released February 28th is what this article's over here is saying. So... guess we'll move on from that. Peacemaker, go play him. He might be fun. Fallout London, the most highly anticipated Fallout 4 mod, is out on GOG. Fallout London is a very ambitious fan-made DLC-size mod. DLC-size mod? What? How about we say very large-size mod for Bethesda's Fallout 4. It's going to be set in post-apocalyptic London. It offers a fresh perspective, moving on from the Fallout series... moving the Fallout series, I might say, outside the United States for the very first time. So it's going to be... I am very excited to play this myself. I'm still playing some stuff my own, so I don't have time to get into this, but I will definitely be checking out Fallout London here in a little bit. There are some iconic locations, such as the House of Parliament, Big Ben, and other great stuff are indeed there. There's going to be resource wars. That was a tough word. As his main storyline, and there's going to be a whole bunch of other exciting secrets to be discovered. So if you want to go check this out, you will need a copy of Fallout 4 on Steam or GOG, and then you will have to go to, what is it, Fallout4London.com. That is Fallout, the number 4, London.com, to go find the download. This was supposed to come out a while ago, but they did delay it, and it is now out. So go check it out. I'm very excited for this. All right, after the break, we're going to be talking about Todd McFarlane, Marvel Rivals, and Overwatch, and who knows what else. All right, I got to get my music back up. See y'all soon. Oh, that was not smooth at all. Welcome back to Dropped Inputs. All right. So, what we got up next? We got some more news on the way here. So, let's get back right into it. Todd McFarlane wants there to be a new Spawn video game. Now, if you don't know who Todd McFarlane or who Spawn is, it's a comic series voiced by Keith David. Shit was awesome. Spawn was in Mortal Kombat 11, I believe. So he's the guy with the weird mask. I don't know how to describe Spawn to someone who hasn't seen it before, but Todd McFarlane made him. And in a recent interview, he has hinted at a potential for a new video game. Which I think is interesting that he said that, because we've been in development hell for the Spawn movie that only now recently finally got a title. It still is yet to be written or has a director, but it finally has a title. So, but now he also wants there to be a video game. Oh my god. But I think it'd be interesting. I think a new Spawn video game would be cool. I think there was one in the 90s or early 2000s. There was a Spawn video game that a lot of people liked, apparently. So, one in the new modern day and age of modern day gaming. Why not, right? Anyways, let me get my radio down, sorry. Up next, we got Marvel Rivals closed beta is underway. Marvel Entertainment has announced the promised closed beta for the Marvel Rivals is now underway. I don't have the closed beta. Grr. People are playing Jeff the Land Shark, and I'm pissed off about that, but I'm trying not to curse on this show, sorry. I got it written here. So if you don't know what Marvel Rival is, essentially it is the Marvel Overwatch clone featuring all your favorite heroes. Your favorite Marvel superheroes are going at it in a Overwatch-esque game. So is there a release date for this? Did I put this in here yet? I don't think so. I don't think there's a release date if I didn't put it in here. Pretty sure I looked for it. But right now it's going through closed beta, so check out your favorite streamers or content creators. Not me. I don't got it. Check out your other favorite content creators. Maybe they're playing it, and you can see some gameplay for yourself. I've watched a few people play it. Moist Critical was one of them. I think it was Moist Critical. God, I hope I didn't get that wrong. But I watched watched a few YouTubers play it, and it looks really fun. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So when that releases, I will be there. So how fun. Next up, we got Mafia Definitive Edition rumored to be coming to Game Pass. This comes from WCCF Tech. Spanish leaker Extra 1S confirmed that Mafia Definitive Edition should go live on Game Pass on Tuesday, August 13th. He also reiterated that the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy should launch on Microsoft's subscription service on Thursday, August 8th. Now, keep in mind that this is not the when we say Mafia Definitive Edition, this is the re-release that came out in 2020, the remake, not the 2002 original. So if you have not played the Mafia Definitive Edition, which is kind of like Sleeping Dogs if it took place in like the Mafia times, I guess. I don't know. I haven't played this. I know I used to have a friend who did, but very cool. More Game Pass games on the way, and it sounds like these are actually going to still be some big name games. Some games have some sauce behind them. So how exciting! Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is also now on Game Pass, and with a new season. Modern Warfare 3, 2023, mind you, not the actual good one from like 2013. No, Modern Warfare 3, which I have to say that's how they Roman numeraled it. So it's made a entrance by becoming the very first Call of Duty title available on Xbox Game Pass, which is, I wouldn't say that, because I would say Black Ops 6 is the first game ever announced for it, but the first game released on Game Pass, yeah, sure. So on July 24th, players are now able to, with a Game Pass subscription, access one of the most played games from the last year, and that is actually true, unfortunately. Game Pass Ultimate and PC subscribers get full access to the game, while the console tier providers only get the campaign. I don't think it's on Xbox Game Pass Core, so if you're only using the console version of Game Pass, you get just the campaign, which I pity you, because that campaign was dookie. with this also coming out to Game Pass, it comes with the brand new Season 5, which has a very exciting collaboration with the WWE. Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio will be operators in the store sometime in the future. And Rhea Ripley is at the end of the Battle Pass. Unfortunately, this is not enough for me to play Warzone because I just do not like it. So, yikes. But if you want to play Call of Duty, you want to see what modern day Call of Duty is like before you try Black Ops 6, I guess you can play this. Go ahead. I would just wait for Black Ops 6 because so far the gameplay that they showed from the very little of it looks a lot better than what Modern Warfare 3 had. So, great. Continuing with Call of Duty, one of the biggest Call of Duty cheat providers is shutting down thanks to Activision. Activision has successfully shut down Raging Nation, one of the biggest Call of Duty cheat providers, following a legal notice. Raging Nation announced its closure, unable to contest Activision's legal power. This action is part of a broader crackdown by Activision on cheating in Call of Duty, with another cheat provider, Stealthware, also being affected. So it's really great to see that Activision is still, doing this for the community. I would hope that any developer would, but Raging Nation is indeed shut down. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else from this. Raging Nation did say this quote: Someone affiliated with our business has received a legal notice from Activision. We may not agree with the assertions made in these legal demands, but we are in no position to litigate with such a large company. It brings us no pleasure to inform you all that we are closing our business starting today. Thank you all for supporting us through today. We love our community. This was the last thing we wanted to do. But I think cheating in video games is lame, so good riddance. That's what I have to say. All right, next up. This is an interesting one. Why not? So, Grand Strategy fans are gobsmacked by this outrageously detailed Holy Roman Empire map from the unannounced Europa Universalis 5. This comes from PC Gamer. They say here that, this is not the right PC Gamer article. Published 2 days ago, they have shown off a map for Europa Universalis 5, which is still yet to be announced. So if you are into those grand strategy games, apparently the upcoming game that is just right now known as Project Caesar has a giant map that is apparently meticulously and insanely detailed to the Holy Roman Empire, which is a big deal for us men. So maybe I have to check this game out. Apparently it's like a lot of detail went into this about like the exact sizes. So it's like, it's staggering. They say here in the article, it's staggering if you consider how this, what? Oh, they have like a typo in their article. See, we're all not perfect. It's staggering to even consider how this thing will work in a video game that's trying to simulate society starting in 1337. Paradox says the current draft has a total of 357 different countries in it. By contrast, Europa Universalis 4 Holy Roman Empire has fewer than 100 countries modeled in it. And now there is a total of 357 different countries fully modeled. Wow, that's nuts. So you history sickos out there, keep an eye out for that, because apparently this is going to be a big deal. All right. Going to Overwatch. Overwatch 2 returning to 6v6. Has my prayers finally been answered? I believe so. Overwatch's recent decision to maybe playtest 6v6 is a pretty big goddamn deal because people have been asking this for years. No one liked the fact that they went 5v5. Everyone's been asking for 6v6 to come back, and here we are. So I'm very happy to see that they're going to start playtesting it, and I guarantee you it will be a huge success, and 6v6 will probably definitely come back. I would hope maybe by the end of the year or early next year. So I've been getting back into Overwatch recently, so I'm very excited to hear this change. So Overwatch was just made and designed for 6v6. So 5v5 has been working, but that additional 6 character changes everything. It really will change everything. It will go back to the way things were, and I personally cannot be more excited. Keeping on with Blizzard here, Blizzard politely tells the Hearthstone players that their game isn't dead. It's just because it's not getting a new cosmetic board this expansion. So bear with me here. I'm not a Hearthstone player. Believe me, I tried. But earlier this month, reported by PC Gamer as well here, Hearthstone players were surprised, and some more were a little upset to discover that the upcoming expansion Perils in Paradise would not have its own custom game board, the background on which a Hearthstone match is played. It quickly led to many doom and gloom predictions that this would be the beginning of the end for Hearthstone. But Blizzard's development team has now responded saying, "We're not dying, honest." That is it. Literally, that's it in quotes. That's literally their quotes. JK, there's more. Moving forward, we will ensure that you get early visibility on changes like this to give you more information on what we're working on instead. That comes from executive producer of Hearthstone, Nathan Leon Smith. Leon Smith also separately addressed the current state, immediate past, and what work is being done on the future of Hearthstone. He says, "We are doing meaningful research and development for the future of Hearthstone to ensure that the tavern will be a home for you for another decade and beyond. While we are not ready to share information about this work yet, and will not be for a while, I want you to know that we are committed to Hearthstone as we know it today." So, do not fret, Hearthstone is not dead, if you care. Nothing against Hearthstone, I just haven't played it myself. I mean, I have, but I thought it was stupid, and that was years ago, so I'm not really going to say I played it, because it could be a different game now, who knows. Alright, this was a fun headline, why not? The Sims 4 removes incest. Breaking news from CNN. That's right, CNN reported this. I'm kidding. No, this is from PCGamesN.com. The Sims 4 has once again fixed an incest bug, so this isn't the first time this has happened. This comes from the new DLC that came out, Love Struck. And this has caused some problems, but looks like it is indeed fixed now. So all you Sims 4 player out there, do not worry. You are no longer in Alabama. So, all right. Let's keep going here. What we got? Netflix's BioShock film now has a smaller scope due to budget cuts. I did not know that there was a BioShock film until I think this was until a week ago or so. I have all the BioShock games, yet to play a single one, but that will definitely change once this comes out. But the Game Informer, I put an N in there. Good job, me. The Game Informer, they had an article titled, "Netflix's BioShock now has a smaller scope due to budget cuts." They provided an update here for the upcoming Netflix adaptation of the BioShock video game series. So, they've been working on a film here that's going to be an adaptation of the BioShock world. Initially, the project was anticipated to be a very high-budget production, reflecting the grandiose and intricate nature of the BioShock games. The film was expected to capture the detailed environments and ambitious storytelling that the games like to do. But due to budget constraints, there is a reduction in scope and an impact on the production. Due to budget cuts, the film's scope has been scaled back. They say that the financial limitations has led to reduction in the scale and breadth of the film's production. Basically, with the budget constraints here, they are likely to affect various effects of the film, including visual effects, set designs, and overall production qualities. This scaling back could impact the film's ability to fully realize the expansive and visually rich world of BioShock. So, I don't know what this really could mean. It could mean that this is going to look worse. It could mean that they're going to be like, all right, this is what we got, so let's make something of it. Listen, having a low budget anything means nothing. There's no such thing as a bad low budget thing. Or there's no such thing as a thing that is bad because it has a low budget. Because a lot of tremendous things have been made from a very low budget. Now, with a series like BioShock, and there's a lot of interesting characters and designs and set pieces that you're going to want to put these characters in, it's probably going to need a little moolah. So I would not be surprised that, they're definitely going to probably cut some things out that they were wanting to do, so just so they can still fit that budget. But I anticipate that this will come out and people are either probably going to be at the R with all video game adaptations. It's going to have its diehard fans, and there's going to be people saying that Netflix just can't do anything right. So we'll see. Moving on here, we got a game release. Mirthwood is coming out in September. Let me get this article pulled up here. This is from Blues News. V Publishing and two-person studio Bad Ridge Games announces a September 11th release date for Mirthwood. The biggest thing that ever happened on September 11th. It is a medieval fantasy life simulation. They celebrated this in a brand new trailer that had that show off the game's hand-painted art style, and they are discussing all the ways the inhabitants of Mirthwood can perish with various events that influence the game's world. So if you want to check this out, there is a trailer from V Publishing on their YouTube channel that showcases what Mirthwood is all about, and will be releasing on September 11th. So be ready for that. Speaking of video game adaptations, I should have done this one earlier, but I didn't. Oops. We had Like a Dragon Yakuza finally showcasing a live-action teaser for the upcoming Amazon Prime series. I'm very excited for this. It was showcased at San Diego Comic-Con here a little while ago. They kind of show what the series is going to look like, what characters we're going to see. Nothing too into the plot. It was mostly just showing what the production quality is going to look like a little bit. But I would imagine they're probably going to adapt one of the Yakuza games. Me, myself, I'm not really a fan of the Yakuza series, but I will definitely watch the show because I know the Yakuza games are batshit insane, and I like that in my TV shows sometimes. So definitely will be keeping an eye out for that. Up next here we have a dairy-sponsored women's Fortnite tournament called the Milk Cup is awarding the largest women's esport prize pool in North America this year. PC Gamer reports that a dairy-sponsored women's Fortnite tournament called the Milk Cup is happening, which is... Do I have to turn into Homelander here or something? Like, what? It's sponsored by a dairy company. What dairy company is this, by the way? I should say that. Because the image I just see here, it just says the Milk Cup featuring Fortnite. Let's see here. PC Gamer here says, where is it at? Did they not even say? I'm just gonna say what the who is hosting this is gonna be at Gonna Need Milk. At Gonna Need Milk is sponsoring this. The Milk Cup will have a $2,500,000 prize pool, which is the biggest a women esports competition has had ever, which is pretty big. That's $250,000 right there that a woman will receive. JK, it's a prize pool, but that is a lot of money that people will be walking home with if they do good. So that will be happening. When do I have that written down? The frick? I didn't even write down what date is happening. What am I, an idiot? What am I, an actual idiot? Maybe there isn't a date yet. Maybe I'm not the idiot. Sometime this year, look out for the Milk Cup. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. All right, we got a few more here. We got 2 more articles here, so let's get through them. Castle Crashers is getting new DLC 16 years after it released and 12 years after it had its last DLC. That's right, Castle Crashers is coming back once again with new DLC. 16 years after its initial release, DLC will feature the game's beloved... Wait, what? Hold on. It just stops right there. Where's this article at? This comes from Eurogamer. They say here that premium DLC Painter Boss Paradise not only includes new player and weapon artwork for all official characters and new character paint janitor, it also adds Steam Workshop functionality so players can create and share their own skins within the world. Although Castle Crashers debuted on Xbox and is still available on Sony consoles and Nintendo Switch, the DLC is only coming to Steam right now. So we'll have to see what will happen. But as of right now, there's no release date. There is no price point. So keep an eye out on Steam for Castle Crashers DLC. Apparently, it's going to be good. And for the last piece of news we have here, we're going to have is Jon Snow actor Kit Harington returns to Game of Thrones to promote a video game, a mobile video game from Zynga. This is the Game of Thrones Legends mobile game, actually. So Kit Harington, the famous actor, known for his portrayal of Jon Snow in the Game of Thrones series, is making a return to the franchise, but not in what's the show called? House of Dragon? I would imagine he wouldn't be in that, but nope, he's not in that. He's not in the Game of Thrones movie, but it's for the mobile game. He came back for a trailer to promote it. He just he dressed up as Jon Snow and was like, "Hey, play my mobile game. You might like it." Uh, that's it. All right, great. Thank you, Jon Snow. Go back to being dead. Like, you should have stayed dead. Go back to being dead. All right, after the break, we will end this show with game releases coming out here in recent times. So, BRB with some more dropped inputs. Welcome back to Dropped Inputs. All right, we are back once again. To wrap this show up, at the end of every show, what we're going to do is that we're going to be going over the game releases. Some of these are from the last week. Some of these will be for the upcoming week. You know, it's the first episode, so we'll just have a little mix of both. All future episodes will be strictly following on the week that we're doing the show of, that Monday through Sunday. But anyways, what we got? So we got Arranger, a role puzzling adventure on PlayStation 5, Switch, and PC out July 25th. Arranger, a role puzzling adventure, is a game for the console's already list that merges role playing and puzzle solving mechanics. Players take on the role of an arranger in a fantasy world, solving intricate puzzles that are integrated into the narrative and gameplay. The game features character progression, interactive environments, and a distinctive art style, offering a blend of engaging storytelling and challenging puzzles. Next game up is ETE on PC. It was out July 23rd. It's a PC game that immerses players in a visually stunning and atmospheric adventure. Set in a mysterious and surreal world, this game emphasizes exploration and narrative with the focus of uncovering the story throughout environmental storytelling and interaction. Players will navigate through a beautifully crafted landscape, solving puzzles and engaging with the game's unique art and sound design to unravel its secrets. Check that out if you're interested. That's ET. Up next, we got is Kingdom Rush 5 Alliance on PC and iOS and Android, out July 25th. It's the latest entry in the popular Kingdom Rush Tower Defense series, available on, once again, computers and mobile devices. In this game, players build and upgrade towers to defend against waves of enemies. If you know what a tower defense game is, well, there you go with his own little quirks. So check it out if you're interested. It's out now on those things already listed. One Piece Odyssey is now out on Switch. That is a turn-based RPG featuring the One Piece characters in an original adventure. That came out on the PC and actual good game consoles a while ago, but it's now finally been ported to Switch. So if you want to play it on there, it is now available. Raw Men Food Fighter Arena, out July 23rd, only on PC. It's a game that combines fast-paced, food-themed combat with arena-style gameplay. Players control characters that are anthropomorphic food items, engaging in quirky and dynamic battles. The game features a variety of... excuse me, I had to swallow something there. A variety of competitive modes where players use unique food-based abilities and weapons to outmaneuver and defeat their opponents. With a focus on fun, colorful visuals, and strategic gameplay, Raw Men offers an engaging multiplayer experience in a whimsical setting. Check that out if you're interested. The Star Named EOS, The Star Named EOS is out on PC, PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and Switch. Out July 23rd. It's a game that blends exploration and a narrative-driven gameplay. It's set in a fantastical universe. Players embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of a mysterious star. It features richly detailed environments, a deep storyline, and a mix of puzzle solving and exploration elements. With its focus on immersive storytelling, captivating visuals, it aims to give you an engaging experience. So check that out if you are interested. We got Thrasher available on Meta Quest 2 and 3, and on PC if you have a VR headset that isn't Meta Quest. It's a virtual reality game that focuses on high-octane skateboarding action. Players can engage in a fast-paced acrobatic skateboarding challenge arena within immersive VR environments. The game emphasizes fluid controls with dynamic tricks, allowing players to perform stunts and navigate through various obstacles. With its engaging gameplay and realistic physics, Thrasher aims to deliver an exciting skateboarding experience in virtual reality. So if you want to be a pussy and not skateboard for real, you can play Thrasher, out now on anything that you can play VR games on that has actual power. So not your phone. All right, we got Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus on Switch, out July 25th. It's a action RPG on Nintendo Switch set in modern Tokyo with fantasy elements. Players explore a bustling city and parallel world filled with monsters, engaging in real-time combat and complete quests. This game features a mix of dungeon crawling, character interactions, and a compelling storyline, blending urban life with epic battles. So check it out. It is available Switch only right now. And these last few games are not out yet, but will be here by the end of the week. We've got Thank Goodness You're Here out on PC, Switch, and PS5 on the 1st of August. Thank Goodness You're Here. It combines adventure and puzzle solving with a unique, whimsical style. Players can navigate a vibrant world, interacting with quirky characters that they meet along the way, and have to solve creative and challenging puzzles to progress throughout the story. So a new puzzle adventure game out for those consoles, August 1st. And the highly anticipated Star Wars Bounty Hunter, out on most consoles. Out on pretty much everything except for, oh, even on Switch too. Wait, really? No, you're capping. Did I just say that? Oh, that's what that is. Hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. When I was reading this at first, my brain shut down, and I thought it was the new Star Wars game. I thought it was the, what is that? Outlaws? Star Wars Outlaws, right? Is that what I'm thinking of? That's what I was thinking of. Okay, that's not out until the end of August, so we won't talk about that for a while. No, this is a port. This is the port. That's right. Sorry about that. I didn't give a description for this one. That's my bad. So yes, this is an old school Star Wars game now coming to the modern console. So if you like Star Wars Bounty Hunter, you get to play as Jango Fett. Looks like that's awesome. Has some updated graphics, enhanced gameplay. So want to check that out? It's out August 1st. And the last game for the release, the Mortuary Assistant Definitive Edition, another re-release, out August 2nd. It's a survivor horror game for PS4, PS5, and the Xbox consoles. Players step into a role of a mortuary assistant working in a creepy funeral home. It combines psychological horror with simulation elements, requiring players to enable embalming tasks while dealing with supernatural occurrences. The Definitive Edition features enhanced graphics, refined gameplay, and some additional content, upping the immersive and chilling experience. So that is everything I have for this week's episode of Dropped Inputs. So hope you guys are going to enjoy this series. It's something I want to do every single Monday just so I have not exactly something, not so I have something on the channel, but I really do want to live stream. I want to be able to have like a live stream series, and live streaming games sometimes is complicated. Sometimes my PC just doesn't work and it gets frustrating. So I think I'm just going to do just a fun little gaming show, just cover some news every single Monday. So come back here again, 3 p.m. Monday. That is 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come back here again next week. We'll have some more news, some more game releases to talk about. And yeah, so that was Dropped Inputs. Check you all out later. I don't know why I said check you out later. I don't know why I said that. See y'all later. That's what I should have said. Bye-bye.